Phrase "don't lose your marbles" has more meaning than one Idaho veteran can say, which is why she wrote it down instead. Our Jessica Taylor shares how she's honoring her friend and fellow veteran who was killed in action.
I just wanted to serve people.
Marissa McCarter joined the Idaho Army National Guard at just 17 years old.
I missed my own graduation party because I went to advanced individual training.
Following in the footsteps of her grandfather.
I always wished he had written down all his stories. He had amazing stories from being in India, and I wished he had written those down, so I decided I'd write it down.
Her story is called Marbles, and it details more than just her experience, but her time with Carrie French.
We became attached at the hip.
8 pages of memories with French and one unique shared experience at the hands of their platoon sergeant.
He walked to each of us and put a single glass marble in our hand. Carrie and I shared confused glances. These marbles are like your future, mostly clear, but there is no way to know what's on the other side.
After a devastating loss, the two came up with a plan.
She finally said, "I'll keep my marble in my shower bag." She looked me in the eye and said, "If anything ever happens to me, I want you to take care of it."
A plan they hoped would never need to be put into action. Until it did. On June 5th, 2005, Carrie French was killed by a roadside bomb while serving in Iraq.
"Carrie," I interrupted. "Carrie French, sir? 19-year-old Carrie French, sir?" Then out of nowhere, the words, "I'll find it." The words came out before I knew what they meant. The marble popped into my head, and an anxiety gripped my heart.
Marissa was not allowed access to Carrie's things, but sometime later, something unexpected came in the mail.
When I opened it, my world stopped. Beneath a pile of pictures and a letter was a hard glass sphere with a tiny swirl of yellow.
Carrie's mother sent Marissa the marble.
How she knew to send it to me, or that it was important, is something I'll never be able to comprehend.
Marissa continues to honor Carrie's legacy, even having her in her wedding. And this story is now being used for an artist to potentially render a figurine in the Idaho Veterans Garden that resembles French.
And with our marbles sitting side by side in my home, I keep my little promise.
Jessica Taylor, 6 on your side.